How's it going, folks? So today I'm checking out a band called Madryghal, and the name of this song is Blue Star. Just like the song I did yesterday, I'm not familiar with this band. I've never heard of this band before, but I wanted to check them out. So again, I love doing that. That's just a lot of fun for me to check out a band that I've not heard of before, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect. So yeah, what can I say? I love the discovery of different bands that I've not heard of. So that's where we find ourselves here. So I mean, I'll quit my yap and let's just give this bad boy a listen. Rangers, go. Sorry for that little dance off there at the end. I couldn't help myself when I heard that like organ type tune. Do, 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 do. What can I say? Sorry about that. But anyway, not too shabby, but definitely a bit rough around the edges for sure. But one thing I have to say, and this doesn't happen terribly often, but the absolute star, the shining star, not the blue star, the shining star of this song was the bass. Oh man, that bass work was phenomenal. I loved that bass work. It was so sick. So sick. It has almost like a punk or a rockabilly kind of feel to it. Like the sort of like kind of bass style and bass lines and stuff that you would expect like from like an upright bass. Like I could see this being played on an upright bass. I don't know if it was or not. I don't think so. It didn't quite have that particular sound of an upright bass, but it sounded like when I heard the bass going, I just kind of pictured someone using an upright bass. Again, kind of like a rockabilly punk sort of style. And that was so sick, so sick. I mean, the bass work was tight, absolutely tight. I loved that, absolutely loved that. I was quite blown away by that. So the bassist in this band, kudos, you rock. That was awesome, awesome. And so yeah, the song, it has like a bit of a thrashy kind of power metal style. I think the guitar in particular kind of has a real thrash style, where again like the bass kind of is like a punk rockabilly. So it was very interesting, but it worked well. And so yeah, you kind of have that thrashy guitar, the real speedy kind of guitar going. I like the solo. I just in general like the guitar. It had a really nice speed to it, and with some little some movement going on throughout, in addition to that just kind of like driven like really fast strumming kind of thing going. But so yeah, I thought that was cool. Again, the solo in there, I liked how the guitar went in there. And I like the keyboard too. You could hear some nice keyboard stuff going on, some nice tones with the keyboard. It added a nice little flavor to it. It felt like the keyboard was maybe a little bit muted below kind of like the guitar or whatnot. So I would have liked to have heard that like in the mix, maybe pop a little bit more. But you could still hear it enough, and it sounded cool. It was really well done. And then the drums, like really keeping that speedy tempo going. So yeah, you kind of had this interesting fusion of like a power metal style, but like with a bit of a thrashy elements going on with a touch of like rockabilly, with the bass. So yeah, it was pretty neat. It was quite different musically. It just the song was relatively straightforward, but like the way the different musical elements were executed, it added like a little bit of a nice uniqueness to it that was pretty cool. The vocals, there's nothing really wrong with the vocals. I would have liked maybe a little bit more movement in the vocals. But just to kind of hear like a little bit more diversity in the vocals. But where I feel like this song falls short the most is in the vocal melody. Like the vocal melody just wasn't quite there. It never really kind of reaches out and grabs you, whether through the verses or the chorus or anything. It's just kind of there. So I feel like that kind of holds the song back a little bit, because musically it's pretty well done. Again, it's a little bit rough around the edges. I think in particular, kind of like the mix, the mastering, all that. But that can be overlooked because it sounds good enough. Like it sounds good enough. But really, it's that vocal melody that I feel like just didn't quite reach the heights that it needed to for the song to really kind of land, for the song to really stand out, if you will. So you have these elements that are pretty cool, but then you just have that vocal melody that it just doesn't grab the listener really. It doesn't make the most of the song. So Yeah, I mean, I just feel like the vocal melody, could be reworked in a way to just have it pop a bit more, to reach out, to stand out a bit more, to shine, as opposed to just kind of being there. So it leaves the whole song feeling a bit just static. It doesn't really go anywhere. Even though, again, you have some nice movement in the instruments and stuff like that. So that was cool, but it's only like about around in here, and so you kind of really need that vocal melody to really kind of make it feel just beyond kind of in that static realm. Instead of the song kind of feeling like it just kind of goes like this, you need to have it kind of really have some nice waves going in there. And I think that's really where you get like the most engagement out of a listener. So yeah, that's really kind of my thoughts on that. A very interesting band. It's definitely a band I'm going to keep my eye on, because there's definitely a lot of talent here. It's just maybe like in the execution of like the songwriting and stuff where it can be tweaked just a little bit, just to help it kind of reach its full potential. So, but still, not too shabby. It was a fun listen, and that bass though, tight, tight. Awesome, absolutely awesome. So, anywho, yeah, I'll keep my eye on these folks. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this song. Have you heard of this band before? Let's talk about it all, and I'll catch you next time. Ranger, out.